nor is it an indication that the advisor has attained a particular level of skill or ability. Investment advisory services may only be provided to clients in jurisdictions in which the firm and its representatives are appropriately registered or exempt from registration. You should not assume that any discussion or information contained in this broadcast serves as the receipt of or as a substitute for personalized investment advice from the advisor. Different types of investments involve varying degrees of risk, and there can be no assurance that the future performance of any specific investment strategy, or product, or any non-investment related content made reference to directly or indirectly in this broadcast will be profitable, equal any corresponding indicated historical performance level or levels, be suitable for your portfolio or individual situation, or prove successful. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Investment advisory services offered through Wealth Quarterback LLC. Tired of losing money in the stock market roller coaster? Frustrated with the government taxing you into oblivion? Worried about inflation? How do you prepare for so many financial uncertainties? Welcome to the show that will help you develop your game plan. The Financial Quarterback with Josh Jelinski. Josh is a noted financial advisor and president of the Jelinski Advisory Group, and he's here to answer your questions. Call into the show at 800-321-0710. 800-321-0710. Now, let's kick off your financial future. Here's Josh Jelinski.
So the new headline for today is Tina. There is no alternative than stocks and risk assets has been replaced by screaming Tina, which is if you are in stocks right now, you're screaming. And you might say, well, what is the good news in all of this? My 401k has become a 301k and maybe a 201k. So what do you do with your money in these uncertain times? Well, this is the show for you. We are live, unscripted, uncensored, shockingly raw, taking your questions on all matters financial. If you're too cheap to get a financial advisor, well, you should get one. Because this is the time you need one. This is the time you need a balanced portfolio. And folks, this is the golden age. Tina, there is no alternative to stocks, has been replaced by screaming Tina, or the golden age of fixed interest rates. Folks, I have been waiting for these days for years. Do you remember the old 5% CD, Jim?
Yes.
Well, they're back. Well, they're not really 5, but they're like 4, 3, 4.5. You could right now get fixed annuities, and we're not selling anything over the radio, with no internal fees for 5 years at like 4+%. That hasn't been for years. You can get a 3-year program, no fees, for 4.05%. And people are like, well, I want an I-bond. Well, I got news for you. I-bonds are great for about 10 grand each spouse. We had someone call us this week, said they could get more than that in. I don't see that. If you do, if you're an I-bond expert, you can call us. I think it has to do with your tax return, and probably what they're referring to is buying like tips directly. So we could buy, you can buy very good rated 1 and 2 and 3 year products, 1-year treasuries, 2-year treasuries, 3-year fixed annuities, life insurance, all of those fixed rate products which were paying bubkiss a year ago, 2 years ago, are paying rates we haven't seen since '08. So Tina has been replaced by the golden age of fixed interest rates. So what do you do? Rowe Price says, stay the course despite market volatility. Well, that's exactly what you would expect them to say. They are a mutual fund company selling mutual funds. But I will tell you why you shouldn't stay the course later on. Phil Collins and Genesis bandmates sell music rights in a bundle deal, but Peter Gabriel isn't involved. Shocking. We'll talk about that. And the U.S. averts government shutdown as the House passes a short-term funding bill, and the government misspending continues Folks, the reason we have rampant inflation is because money has lost its tether to reality, and big government can't save you, won't save you, and still you do your 401k like a lemming falling off of a cliff. Now, I'm not against a 401k. A 401k is a great vehicle to grow your money. It's sort of like the game of golf. It's like a driver. It takes the ball far, but it doesn't finish the game. You still need a putter. You need a financial driver like a 401k or retirement plan. And you also need a putter. Well, what is the putter, you might ask? Jim, were you thinking, what is the putter?
Yes. Tell us what the putter is.
What is the putter? Well, the putter is a distribution strategy. Because let's say you win the game of life. We meet with many people who have won the financial game of life. If you're trying to win the financial game of life, we're still here for you. We help everybody. Call us at 888-988-JOSH. Whether you're 50,000 or 50 million, we'll help you. But we help many of you who've won the game of financial. You have 5 million saved for retirement. You have 4 million. You have 10 million. You have 2 million. And that's a lot for you. You came from nothing. But then you realize you have another problem. All of your money is in an IRA or 401k. And every dollar you take out of that is subject to taxes, subject to income-related Medicare adjustments. So the putter is a distribution strategy. Maybe it's a Roth that you take excess distributions out beyond the RMD so you don't get killed with taxes. Maybe it's cash value life insurance where you take withdrawals up the basis in the policy that are also tax-free. So we have a lot to talk about, but I really want to hear from you. If you have questions on stocks, bonds, annuities, mutual funds, we're going to be talking about current market volatility. Rowe Price is saying the current market volatility and lower expected market returns shouldn't warrant a change in retirement savings strategies for most workers, according to research. Now, that may be true if you're a younger worker, but if you're an older worker, especially close to retirement, and you don't have any money in conservative vehicles, that can be the worst advice. We'll have less time to recoup. If you're older, you got less time